Bryony Tallis, I'd like to talk now about your new novel Atonement, which comes out in a few days to coincide with your birthday. It's your 21st novel. And
this is my last novel.
Oh really? Are you retiring?
I'm dying. My doctor tells me I have something called vascular dementia, which is a series of small strokes that shut down the brain. Eventually you lose your words and then your memory. This is why I feel I can now write this book. I have to. This is my last novel. Strangely enough, you could almost say it was my first novel. I wrote many drafts of this when I was at St. George's Hospital during the war.
Because the novel is autobiographical, is that right? I suppose you've changed a few names?
I did not change any names.
Oh.
I didn't change my own.
Well then, what was the problem?
I wanted to tell the absolute truth. No rhymes, no embellishments. I sought first-hand information about things that I didn't know, about being in prison, about the evacuation at Dunkirk. But this quest for honesty is pitiless. I couldn't understand what was the point of the whole thing.
By what? Served by honesty?
Honesty or reality? I never did make that journey to see my sister in 1940. I never did go to Balham. The account in the book where I confess to Robbie and to Cecilia is false. It's imagined. Never did happen. Robbie Travis died of septicemia on June the 1st at Doon Bay. And I never could get things straight with my sister Cecilia. And she died in October 1940. She was killed in the bomb that hit Balham Tube Station. They never did get the life together that they deserved. And I feel in my part I was responsible for it.
So in the book,
So, no, not